U.S. President Donald Trump has confirmed that a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico will go into effect as planned. Additionally, he has signed an order slapping an additional 10% tariff on China, further heating up the trade war.
트럼프 미국 대통령이 캐나다와 멕시코에 대한 25% 전면 관세를 예정대로 부과하겠다고 밝혔습니다. 이에 더해 중국의 10%의 추가 관세 명령에 서명하는 등 관세전쟁이 거세지고 있습니다. So, of course, tariffs has been in the news for quite some time. Now, in Canada and Mexico, for a month, it was postponed, delayed. Now it is going into effect, the
Yes.
25%.
Yeah, so it has gone into effect. We were wondering,
Will it?
will it? Will it? And
could it?
now it is.
Oh.
So, yes, they actually announced two different things. They talked about the tariffs with Canada and Mexico. Taiwan also has that big semiconductor foundry,
Right.
TSMC, and they are going to be making an investment in the U.S. So, it's kind of like the White House is saying, see? This is what we want you to do,
Oh,
right?
okay. So by them investing, they can maybe avoid the tariffs.
Yes, because what has happened, for example, with Korean companies, up until now, tariffs between Canada, the U.S., and Mexico didn't exist, right?
Right.
So Korean companies invested a lot in Mexico. Because the price of production is lower. 멕시코에서는 그 생산 원가가 더 저렴하잖아요.
Absolutely.
그래서 멕시코에서 만들고 무관세로 그냥 미국에 보낼 수도 있었잖아요.
Oh, I understand.
So a lot of Korean companies
Oh, no.
are going to feel the pain
Oof.
of these new tariffs.
I knew that Korean companies did build a lot of factories in America with the battery business,
Yes.
electric vehicles, but I did not know that there were so many businesses in Mexico.
Yes, so a lot of companies, not just in Korea,
Yeah,
but
sure,
other
sure.
countries
Right.
have also kind of taken advantage of that. And now it is not going to be in effect. And of course, there was another 10% tariff imposed on China as well.
So, Cameron, there was an additional 10%, and they're saying that it's another 10% on top of that?
Yeah, so there was a 10% in February.
Okay.
Now there's going to be another 10%.
Another 10%.
For a total of 20%.
Wow.
So we'll have to see what happens. Right now, China has its two sessions, is what it's called, 양회라고 하는데요. It's like a meeting between the Communist Party there.
Yeah.
A very important meeting that's
Yeah.
going to happen.
So they're going to try to figure out what to do.
I'm sure they will talk about
Yeah.
this thing that has occurred
Right.
at that meeting. Yeah.
Well, and we talked about retaliatory tariffs. Perhaps that is probably on the agenda.
Yeah, those 상호 관세,
Yeah.
보복 관세.
보복 관세, yeah.
Sure they will be talking about that.
Okay. I do feel we need to talk about this expression, go into effect. We've been talking about it. Trump has been postponing. I don't know for sure. And now, finally, it is the tariffs are going into effect. So if something goes into effect, 뭐 시행되다, 뭐 실시되다, it is actually going to happen.
Yes, there was a plan. Everyone, usually, people know in advance. But there's kind of like that, I don't know, a month or however long where it isn't the rule. It isn't the law yet.
Yeah, right. It's
But
not
when-
official.
It's not official. But when something goes into effect, you're saying, okay, this is the new rule.
It's official.
You have to follow it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let me read that again. U.S. President Donald Trump has confirmed that a 25% tariff on Canada and Mexico will go into effect as planned. Additionally, he has signed an order slapping an additional 10% tariff on China, further heating up the trade war.